Hello. So I wanted to make this video because I know how difficult it is to go out there and have the flyers and not know how to approach someone and how to react when they say no, or how to react when they say yes, or when they start asking you questions and you just have no idea on how to answer them. Really, it just takes a lot of studying. You gotta study before you go. You pay attention to their attitude. You pay attention to the way they react when you you have to pay attention to the way they react when you tell them something. Like, say, since I'm a Herbalife member, I always what we're doing, what me and my team is doing right now, and the team that I'm with, we're doing just straight fit camps. We were working out of a club, two clubs actually. We went from one club to another one, and then we just decided to start doing fit camps. Now my sponsor, since I'm under him, I just I was like, okay, well, whatever you're gonna do, I'm gonna do. So me and him personally, we just go to the library now. We go and print out, I think, over 400 flyers, and we sit there and we cut them out. And now that they're gonna have our names on them, we're just gonna have to cut them out, and we just hand them out. But before, what we were doing, it was we would give out 100 a day. So before, what we would do is sit there, cut them out, have to cut the edges off, and then we'd have to write in our name, our number, and we'd have to say the workout is at this certain park, and then and that took a lot of time. That took most of the day from us to actually go out there and give out the flyers. But really, just be yourself. I mean, you don't have to be this energetic, happy person all the time. I mean, it helps to do that. It really does. I tried it and it helped, but that's just not me. I couldn't go out there and trying to fake it, because if I was faking it, then it wasn't really coming from me. The type of personality that I have is more relaxed, more chill, more just all out. I'm a more peaceful type of guy, and so I would since I do 100 flyers, what I would do is just go car to car. Sorry if my hair's a little messed up. Excuse me. I would go car to car and just put it on their windshield, and if they were at their car, I'd hey, roll the window down, or hey, kind of wave at them. They would roll it down, and I'd give them a flyer and tell them, like, we got these fit camps going on Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. We do these regular fit camps. We bring the whole community in, and then on Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, we actually have these fun sport games. So whoever shows up, we get to play some sports, and it's just all out fun then. But really, all I gotta say is just be yourself. I mean, that's really the only way you're gonna be able to go out there and do it, because I feel like I have a dream to be in Herbalife, because Herbalife is just all about, well, not all about, but Herbalife is getting out there, talking to people, changing lives, and so that's what I'm trying to do. But if you're in sales and they're doing something else, then hey, go out there, knock on some doors, talk to people until you find a yes. And what I would do at the very beginning was talk to 10 people. If you talk to 10 people, and you'll at least maybe get one person out of that. And if you don't get that one person, keep talking to people, keep talking to people, keep talking to people until you get one person. This guy, his name is Ryan. Big inspiration of mine, man, because I was falling off of the Herbalife, here and there, and then I bought some products. I was like, you know what, I'll just stay on the products. I don't really know if the business is going to be my thing. I walked into the Alamo Nutrition Shop, and that this guy Ryan, he was there, and he was just talking to me and talking to me and talking to me. And I actually had one of my, he's a good friend of mine, and he's a client too. And he was there, and before he became a member, before my friend became a member under me, we were just there listening to him. And I could tell that I was really the only one that got something out of it, because my friend was just a blank face and didn't really care. But me, I kept asking questions, kept wanting to know more. And then he just one day just told me, he goes, "Man, tell your sponsor." He goes, "Tell your sponsor, to get on it, because, you're under him and he needs to be on top of things, because, he's your coach." And I was just like, you're right, you're right. One thing he told me that sticks with me a lot was when you go out to hand out flyers, and you're only doing like 10 people maybe, go outside and find 10 rocks. And I'm not talking about big old rocks, I'm talking about just pebbles, little pebbles. Go out there, get 10 pebbles, pick them off the ground, put them in your pocket. You talk to one person, throw one out. You talk to another person, throw another one out. You talk to another, and just keep on and just repeat it until you get till you get to that point. To one day you can talk to 40, 50, 60. It is really difficult to actually make sales, and it sucks to actually work under someone, because they want you to do a certain amount at a certain time, and or else you won't get paid and all this stuff. And with Herbalife, you're actually your own boss. You make your own times. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it was like maybe I was okay when I first got started. I was working for, what was I doing at the time? I think I was cleaning a salon. I would go, like, and they never had off days. They would work on holidays, and so I would go to the salon every night to go clean. I'd get about 500 every 2 weeks. So, and I used to be in MMA. I was in MMA for 3 years, and then I got out because my coach, my instructor actually left to, I think it was Austin or Houston, one of the two, and he left, and so I just got out of it. I was like, okay, well, the guy that's taught me for 3 years, he left. He's gone. So what am I gonna do? And so I got out of it, and I think it was about a year, and I was still in high school. And what do you call it? A friend of mine has a sister, and the sister was telling my friend that there's these free fit camps that are going on at the Ferocity Gym, and the Ferocity Gym is an actual MMA gym. And so my friend came to me and asked me, he was like, "Hey, they're doing these free workouts there at the Ferocity Gym." And I was like, "Free workouts?" Because to work out and to fight there at the gym I think it was about $100 at the time, $100 a month. And so hearing that it was free, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go check it out. Excuse me. I'm gonna go check it out. So I went to go check it out. I worked out with them, and then that's when I met my sponsor. He came up to me. Well, how it happened was, we worked out. Unbelievable workouts. They were crazy, amazing. Like workouts I've never done, and I fell in love with the workouts. But we had to stop working out there because they actually started asking for money, and I'm not talking about the Herbalife people. I'm talking about the people that own the gym. The owners switched gyms, or not gyms. I'm sorry. The owners switched positions or whatever, because that same guy that owned it moved to Houston or Austin the same time my instructor did. So I wouldn't say the same time because I ended up going in later, but he moved as well. And when he moved, they started asking for money, and so we stopped doing the fit camps there. But what that guy Jacob, he went up to me and he started talking to me, and he was like, we had these 3-day trials that we sell for like $20, and that's when I was working at the salon. I was cleaning up after all of them, and then and so it was like maybe a couple of days passed. He ended up inviting me over there, so I went over there. It was like a couple of days later because he was busy and stuff happened, and so I ended up going over there, and I tried the 3-day trial. I was, I believe, 234 at that time, and then when I took the shake and the tablet for 3 days straight, replacing 2 meals and eating one, and then I didn't work out at all. I lost 4 pounds, and I was just amazed. I was like, wow, you can lose 4 pounds in 3 days. Like, how is I didn't think that was possible because being in MMA, it was literally like a pound a week to try and lose weight to get into fights. So whenever I got into that, whenever he let me do the 3-day trial and I lost the 4 pounds, I was just amazed on how well it worked. So as soon as I got my weight checked, my body mass, muscle, whatever, all that stuff, he had told me about the business, the discounts, and how it all works, and I was just like, and with the $500 you make every 2 weeks, and only having to put in like 2 hours, maybe not even 2 hours. It was just like I was, boom, there's the money. I was like, sign me up, I'm in. And I really didn't know anything about the business. I didn't know I didn't even know about the discounts. I just wanted to become a member. I was like, you know what, sign me in. And when I signed up, that was probably the best thing I've ever done. I know right now I'm not making I'm not making a really great income, but that's right now. That's because I am barely getting started. I mean, I have been in it for a year, but I was not pushing myself. I was being lazy. I was still in high school. I just wanted to have some fun, and then finally when high school ended, I was like, just sitting right here, this exact spot, and just thinking like, man, I need to start doing something with my life because, I don't want to be working in a job where I'm actually working for someone. I don't want to be told what to do, and I don't want to getting paid underemployment, which the way we explain it, underemployed, or I think that's how it goes. Being underemployed is getting paid less than for what you are. So, and profits are always way much better. So, I'm sorry, I lost where I was. Profits are always much better. Really, you just gotta be true to yourself. You can talk to 1 million people and only get one yes, but that one yes will talk to maybe 1 million more. You just gotta keep finding people, keep finding people, keep finding people. And this, I might be talking just through a Herbalife perspective, because the more people you find, the more people that will help them change lives too. And that's just how that goes. But I'm not too sure really about other sales. It's just if you're in other sales, such as like selling cleaners or something, and you're going around talking to people, or TV or something. Like there was a man that I listened to earlier. I posted the video about this guy. His name is Les Brown, and he said that he lived with his mom and his brother, and he said, and he was in sales, and he was a young kid at this time. He was in sales, and he had a friend with them. When he was doing his sales for TV, like, he was selling TVs, he had his friend with them, and they would go door to door, knocking and getting no's and getting doors slammed in their face, and the friend was finally like, all right, I quit. Or he, like, not quit the job, but he quit doing it, like, at that moment. And this man, Les Brown, he got the courage to really think up inside his head and say, he wants to do this for his mom, his mother. He wants to do it for his mother. And so what he did was he just kept going, finding some and finding some and finding people, and he got a lot of no's. But when he finally got a yes, he was just like, "Are you sure?" Like he was like, like shocked, But hey, I mean that's why you just gotta keep finding people. I mean, I get told the same thing all the time. New people, you just need new people. But just the way to approach them and how to react to their reactions, I mean, to me that's the hard part, on how to approach someone, because you never know how someone is. The way I think is, I want to be able to study that person first before I can go and approach them and see how they act, see how they're going to react to hand motions, body language, my voice, how they're going to react. But I mean, yeah, that's just a waste of time. Just go up to everyone you see and just talk to them. Talk to them. I mean, that's really the best advice I can give. I know I was talking about all this other stuff too, but I mean, it's just, you just gotta believe in yourself. Really, that's all it is. Just believe in yourself. It took me this long to finally realize that I needed to start believing in myself more, because I was only doing 10 flyers a day, and now I'm up to 100 flyers a day. And yeah, I am placing a lot on cars, but how I would say I need to talk to 10 people a day. Within that 100 that I'm giving out, I talk to way more than 10 people a day. So I'm actually stretching my limit on how much I used to do, and now I increased it, and now it just feels a little easier. The thing I still have problems with though is just approaching people. I mean, I get nervous, and I just feel like, everybody else that's around is gonna hear me and just hate on me. But it's just something you gotta face. I mean, if people hate on you, people hate on you. You know what I mean? You just gotta deal with it, keep going on, and just ask them. Hey, well, would you like to? Give them a flyer, give them whatever you got. You got samples, let them try it. Whatever it is, just do everything the legal, smart, and safe way. You never want to cause violence. You never want to prolong an argument or whatever. You just don't want to do anything bad. Always good. So that's really all I gotta say. I hope if you watch this, I hope it helped you at all. That is my experience on what I've been dealing with in my life with the Herbalife, and I know I will make it one day, because I do believe in myself. And if you're in the selling business, you're really just an entrepreneur trying to make it. So keep your dreams up, keep your head up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.